Hello, this is The Amazing Bubble. Today, we're going to break down the brand new trailer for episode 9 of The Amazing Digital Circus, which was released 3 weeks ago. The trailer begins with dark music, followed by a shot of the gray and broken circus after Kinger deleted Caine and Bubble. Then we hear a few lines from Pomni and Ragatha, where they seem to realize something important.
Are you sure?
That means...
After that, we see the same shot that appeared at the end of episode 8. Most likely, this will be the beginning of episode 9. Next scene, Gangle and Zubul are sitting near the wall in complete despair. Then Pomni reaches out her hand to Ragatha, who appears to be crying. And right away, I can already guess one of the main themes of the new episode. Because after Kinger deleted Caine and Bubble, the exit from the circus may have disappeared as well. At least, that's my theory. And honestly, why else would everyone look so hopeless? Next, we see Pomni standing in the middle of the gray and glitching circus with a shocked expression, almost as if she noticed someone. The shot suddenly cuts to JAX in the normal circus, where he sharply turns around with a huge smile and wide pupils. And here's another possible theme of the episode, JAX's backstory, because the official voice actor, Alex Roshan, mentioned that this episode would mainly focus on JAX. We'll come back to that later. JAX suddenly turns around with a crazy smile on his face. It feels like he's planning something, or something terrible just happened.
Please, just now, we have nothing.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Ragatha sounds like she's begging someone, while JAX says that they've been left with nothing. Pomni, sounding like she's about to cry, says she doesn't know what's waiting for them next. And honestly, this makes me think my theory could actually be true. Maybe under these circumstances, there really is no way out of the circus anymore. Then we get another shot of JAX. His eyes are covered in shadow, and he looks visibly upset. Next, we see Kinger standing there in complete shock. You can tell because of the black lines around his eyes, and it looks like he's finally realizing what he's done. Then comes a very interesting shot, a silhouette of JAX on a black background, completely covered in glitches. Could this represent his mental state right now? Or maybe these scenes happen in a completely different timeline. Next scene, Zubul, Pomni, and Ragatha stand near a railing, staring downward with shocked expressions, as if they're watching something happen below. Honestly, it feels like someone is about to have a complete mental breakdown, and the most interesting scenes in this trailer are definitely the ones involving JAX. Everything points toward this episode being centered around him. In one scene, JAX stands in complete darkness while light suddenly shines onto him, almost like someone opened a door. But what's interesting is that he's looking upward, so it's probably not the exit door. And once again, his pupils are square-shaped. Do whatever you want with that information. Next shot, Pomni is crying. I think she'll blame herself for making Caine so angry and believe everything is her fault. Then Ragatha sadly looks downward, possibly toward Pomni. Ragatha asks,
What do we do now?
I really wanted to help.
and this might actually confirm my theory. Zubul looks down in shock while Pomni sits on the stairs. And I think this staircase leads up to the crow's nest in the center of the circus, the same place where the group was eating in episode 8. Then we get another interesting shot. Gangle is breathing heavily, and strangely enough, she's wearing the same plastic mask from the Spudsies' adventure. Judging by her expression, she seems to be having a panic attack, or something similar. Then we see a dark street outside the circus. The sky moves unnaturally fast, almost as if time itself has been accelerated. Next, in the normal circus, JAX turns toward the screen. The focus is entirely on his face while the background is blurred, but it's not hard to tell this takes place in the hallway with the characters' rooms. Then we cut back to the broken circus, which most likely happens near the beginning of the episode. JAX angrily says something to Kinger. You can tell from the camera angle. Ragatha looks hopeless. Gangle and Zubul seem confused and shocked. And Pomni watches JAX with a much calmer expression. In my opinion, this is the exact moment where JAX says they've been left with nothing. Then we see Pomni opening some strange purple door and looking inside. After that, she asks,
JAX?
which makes me think she entered his room. Could it be possible that JAX is beginning to abstract? That's actually a good question. And considering Caine is gone, would the abstraction system disappear too? Personally, I don't think so. because in episode 8, when Caine became enraged, he specifically said that they would not abstract and that he wouldn't let them leave, which probably means abstraction is something even he couldn't fully control. And now, we finally reach the most insane moment in the trailer. We hear a completely new voice under the starry sky. Someone asks,
Have you ever done something that you regret?
The camera, from JAX's perspective, slowly turns around, and we see that it's Ribbit speaking, JAX's friend who abstracted. This is actually the first time we've seen her animated, and the location itself is very interesting. It looks like some kind of dome with a small star projector inside. Those actually exist in real life. A lamp projects stars across the ceiling, so this could either be another adventure or maybe even the edge of the circus itself. Episode 9 of the Amazing Digital Circus will last 1 hour and release on YouTube and Netflix on June 19th, but lucky fans living in the US, Canada, and Japan will be able to watch it in theaters on June 4th. And honestly, I'd recommend avoiding spoilers.
Oh, wow, that's really great. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Also, the ending where...
Son of a bitch!
The movie itself will consist of episodes 8 and 9 together, and it already has an official poster. On it, we can see countless heads of JAX, similar to the bubble teaser from episode 8, the circus cast, strange abstract structures, many ribbits coming out of doors, a mysterious room with a giant keyhole, butterflies, and many other weird details. The title of the movie is The Amazing Digital Circus, The Final Act. And now, my final theory. I think the episode will begin exactly where episode 8 ended. But Kinger will explain that because Caine was deleted, escaping the circus is now impossible. Everyone will fall into despair, including Kinger himself. Pomni will blame herself while the others struggle to adapt to their new reality, and I don't think they'll handle it well. We will definitely see JAX's backstory before Ribbit abstracted, what happened between them, and what became the turning point for JAX. The Gangle scenes are also extremely interesting, although I honestly don't know what to make of them yet. And honestly, I have no idea how this episode will end. But considering the series was inspired by I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, where Ted kills the others to save them from suffering while being left alone forever himself, things here could end very differently. Maybe abstraction is the only true escape from suffering, and there's definitely a chance that the Amazing Digital Circus will have a tragic ending. Everyone could die, and maybe only one person will remain. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. See you later.